This case opens with heavy stakes and even heavier judgment. Right away, the court reminds Mr. Campos of his plea deal: 7 years in prison, a $1,500 fine, and probation conditions stacked high. But the real tension isn't just about numbers, it's about character. The judge calls him out directly, questioning whether he could ever be a role model while carrying the label of a gang member. And this is where the drama deepens. Mr. Campos talks about raising his children and even his grandchild, trying to paint himself as a changed man. But the judge isn't buying it at face value. Why? Because a past criminal record and gang ties aren't erased by words. They demand proof of real transformation. This is what makes courtroom justice fascinating. It's not only about punishing past actions, it's about deciding whether someone deserves another chance. And I want to ask you, do you think being a parent alone proves change, or should the system demand stronger evidence before trusting someone with probation? Drop your thoughts below.
All right. Are you Mr. Campos? All right, we're here. You entered a plea of no contest on July 11th. The state waived the repeater count. Judge Angelini is the person who took this plea. And he found that there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. And he found you guilty. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state recommends community supervision. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. And outside the agreement is no contact with Sarah Garces. Mr. Campos, is there anything you wish to say? Well, you can raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. You're going to need to speak up, state your name for the record. All right, what would you like to say?
Just like to say before you, I do care for my two young daughters as well as my grandson now. They do live with me. Their mother went to federal prison, so this was I took the name and I am now raising up one of 16 and the other one that he's one that has my grandson. I also have a son of my own who's one to go to.
How old is he? All right, see, here's my problem. I don't think that you're a good role model. You're a gang member. How's that a good role model for a child? No, that's what it says in here.
That you never needed, but I'm no longer with that. And I have changed my life for the better. The reason that happened that day, man, is I tried everything in my power to do that out with my son and my own.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Mr. Campos. We're not here arguing whether or not you committed this offense or not, because you pled to it.
Yes,
and when you pled to it, Judge Angelini found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and he found you guilty. So we're not here to argue over whether you did it or not. We're here to argue over whether or not I think that you would be a good role model for a child. And I have concerns. And the reason why I have concerns is because of your criminal history that I'm seeing in the PSI report and because of your gang affiliation. Now, do I think people can change? Sure, I do. But I have concerns. And that's what I want addressed.
Like I said, the gang stuff, that was when I first was incarcerated. And it was so hard to get up here. I was locked in the first time. And it's like being so model. I'm trying to teach them the right way. My sister's daughter is going on the wrong path. And I'm trying to explain to her, but she thinks I'm preaching to her, but I'm not. It's just because I've been down there. And I don't want her following the same footsteps that I did. So if we do a role model, I think I am now. Because I know right from wrong, and I'm trying to teach her that tomorrow. And I do not want her to go to jail or prison or juvenile or whatever. But no, I'm trying to teach them the things that I've done that I know. Then I didn't care if they were right or wrong. Now I do, because of my 1-year-old son and me taking my daughters in. I do know that what I did wasn't right. It wasn't. But I'm trying to be here for them because they had no one else. They had nobody else. And I stopped what I'm doing to take them in because I mean that's not
Well,
only
is
the
Child
right thing to
Protective
do,
Services involved?
no, ma'am, but they were involved with my son, my 1-year-old son, over what had happened. But that's already done.
If you drug tested today, what are the results going to be? All right, you're going to get drug tested today. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 7 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 17 years. I'm sorry, 7 years, $1,500 fine probated. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. 150 hours community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide the proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. There's to be parenting classes with compadre, e-compadre. Once you complete that, the remaining of the hours will be waived. The BIPP course, there's to be no contact with Sarah Garces. There's to be supervision by the gang unit. I'm going to want to make sure there are field visits. And that's going to be 2 times per month. Regular UAs, regular reporting in person or Zoom. Proof of employment within 30 days. And I'm concerned about this mobile unit thing. What is this? I understand what the mobile detailing is, but is it your own business?
I'm trying to start that. I've been doing this for, I want to say 7 years, but yes, this is.
All right, I'm going to want proof of employment in 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There is to be no unsupervised contact with any non-relative minors. Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? And probation, I'm gonna need a UA today. All right, good luck to you. You have children. You got to take care of them. Don't end up going to prison, because you know what ends up happening if you go to prison? They're not going to have anybody, and they're going to end up in the foster care system. All right. Michael Campos. Court is calling 2024 CR 2335, State of Texas versus Michael Anthony Campos. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Another arrest for the defendant.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of robbery? Range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If the state proves up the enhancement, your range of punishment will be 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Campos, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes,
Court
ma'am.
will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial, showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 13 years in the prison. There are no applications, and this is to run concurrent with 2022 CR 2522, and you're to agree that you've been previously convicted of another charge for purposes of enhancement. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, sir.
State counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
And to the enhancement, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 and the attachments.
No objection. Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Then the court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 13 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2022 CR 2522. Is there a proposed agreement?
There Please, Your Honor, we're asking that you grant the motion, revoke the defendant's probation, and sentence him to 7 years in the prison, concurrent with cause number 2024 CR 2335.
That is our understanding agreement, Your Honor.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will grant the motion, sentence you to 7 years in the prison. This to run concurrent with 2024 CR 2335. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Sarah Sarah Garzes, Garzes. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. How old are you?
42.
All right, you're 42. You get to the point where I am, which is we're on the downside of life, right? So I know you have a lot of issues that are going on in your background based upon your tattoos and everything else. So you're gonna have to make a decision on what you want to do with the rest of your life. Do you want to be in prison and locked up for the rest of your life? Or do you want to be in the free world? It's completely up to you. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay?
All right, I appreciate it, ma'am.
You're welcome.
And be excused, Your Honor.
Yes.
Behind bars this morning, accused of robbing a bank on the city's northeast side earlier this month. San Antonio police say 41-year-old Michael Campos Jr. robbed a Bank of America on Nacogdoches Road back on November 8th. Police say he handed a note to an employee that said he had a gun and was robbing the place. He left with an unknown amount of money, but was later identified.
And now the gavel comes down hard. After weighing the plea deals and his record, the court sentences Mr. Campos to 7 years in prison, concurrent with his other charges. Add to that an affirmative finding of family violence and strict conditions on who he can contact. The message here is crystal clear. Choices have consequences, and second chances don't come free. But before closing, the judge delivers a sobering reminder. At 42 years old, Campos is standing at a crossroads. He can either keep choosing prison and gangs or finally fight for freedom in the real world. That's the kind of raw human moment that makes cases like this unforgettable. What do you think? Should Campos have been given a longer sentence because of his repeated crimes? Or did the concurrent 7 years strike the right balance? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this breakdown as gripping as we did here on Courtroom Chronicles, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with others who love seeing real courtroom drama unfold.